be careful how you choose your team. Remember, this is your franchise player that you're gonna build around. Alright. You wanna make sure she a daughter to your mom. You wanna make sure she a sister to your sister. You wanna make sure she a sister to your brother. You wanna make sure she a mother to your son. You wanna make sure she a dutiful wife to you. Alright? And you wanna make sure she a daughter to your father.
You got something on your mind, let's talk about it. We only level up with time, we gon' talk about it. Don't spend all your cash chasing ass, living fast. Learn to stack, build a stash, level up these rags. Put the time to grind, be patient with the shine. Thoughts are powerful, it starts in your mind. And always remember, everything a marathon. This is Lamar, and it's the Paragon.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back. Welcome to another episode of the Only Leveling Up podcast. It's your host, this is Lamar. As promised, I'm going to try to do this March Madness thing for y'all. We're on the second day. I'm going to keep this rolling till the end of the month. Alright, so how y'all like that last episode last night? Some of y'all still ain't watched it. It's cool. But stay tuned, that one was a real gem dropper. I really like that episode myself. Alright, but today is another big one. And we're going to talk about you're only one girl away from messing your whole life up. And there's a lot of examples on that. But we're really going to focus up on Ciara and Russell Wilson. Okay? So ever since Russell Wilson got with his girl, he hasn't been at the top of his game. Not at all. In the last 3 years since he got with Ciara, he's been on a downhill spiral. Alright, his game. He's not even mentioned as one of the best before he met this girl. He was on top of the radar. I believe he won some substantial amount of awards before this. But now, he ain't nobody. And he don't really seem to be happy. Like, if you look at the pictures, especially the last outing they had, where Ciara went out and was like in a half-ass naked suit, like he was not willing to do that. He didn't seem happy about that at all. And I mean, this is a thing for y'all, man. This is why I tell you, stop going after girls that have kids. Like, you're not going to be happy. You need to start your own family, have your own seed, take care of your own kids. It's that simple. You don't want to be bonding with another kid that's not yours and you can't even grow him up and mold him the way you want him to be because he's someone else's seed. Alright? So, him dating Russell Wilson dating Ciara wasn't a good look from the jump. It wasn't. And you could tell she's very, emasculating him as much as possible. Like, she really running that whole thing. But now we're going to check it back to reality and yourself. So it's like, you one girl away. I've seen guys pick the wrong girls and everything start going downhill. Girls spend all their money, take half their money in some bad marriages, cause them grief, pain, a lot of stress, things that a man should not ever have to deal with. They, taking care of the family, and then they left, and then those kids weren't his, so he had to say bye to the kid and lose that relationship too. And he built a relationship with that kid that he can no longer hold. He can't just go over there and see him. He has no rights to the kid, right? Or, in a worst case scenario, you still gotta pay for this kid, and it's not even your kid. But if you were in a mutual law and agreement, that could go against you, and you're gonna have to end up paying child support for a kid that's not even yours. You see, there's a lot of things you gotta take in when you're dating these girls, and It's a big risk. Dating these girls it's not a joke thing. It's really something you need to think about because they can either uplift you or they can bring you down and tear you down all the way. You should start stressing out. I've seen dudes lose their hair over this. There's a lot of things. And it's hard to recover, man. It's not like you just get out and boom. Especially if you are the one who is taking care of everything. Say you furnish the house. You paid for all the bills. And you was with the wrong woman. It's gonna be hard for you to recuperate a lot of those things. You were dealing with someone for 1 to 2 years, living in a household, and now, you know, you got like 20 grand down the drain, 40 grand down the drain, 60 grand down the drain. And it's just something you don't wanna go through. So you always gotta vet these girls, man. Don't rush into these crazy relationships too fast. Just take your time. I know you don't get into your feelings too much, man. Don't listen to Drake. Sometimes he's steering y'all wrong, right? But yeah, don't get into your feelings too quick. You gotta at least vet them for a year. What was their past like? Cause a girl's past is their future. That's really what it is. They're not gonna steer too far away from that. Okay? You really need to look back in the past and see why she was fired from certain jobs, what happened in her last relationships, how did those end. All those things matter. All those things will add up and you'll understand her character a lot more onto why she's like that. So you must vet them for at least a year. Alright. Man, I got this code right now where like I date them 3 times. I see where they're at. See if they can break the month barrier, 2-month barrier, 3-month barrier. You know, in this last year, a lot of girls ain't really even make it through. A lot of these girls are just delusional and brain dead, and they're not useful to me. I'm in a different realm now where like I need them to compliment my life, and a lot of girls ain't really about doing that. And I'm not really gonna break my foundation for you. Who are you? You're not special. You know, I will do that for a girl that is special to me. But as of right now, I ain't meet the one. So I'm playing the field until that time comes. Alright, remember you only one girl away from your whole life either going up or your whole life going down. Sometimes it's just better to wait it out. Be smart, be choosy. Cause a lot of these girls, sometimes they'll get to know you and they'll take all your jewelry, all your clothes. Like they'll have somebody run up in your house to try to figure you out. You gotta look into that too. What type of girl is she? What does she have both parties in her household? Is her family? What is family like? Like, you know, you gotta check all those boxes, bro. It's not a game. Take that shit very serious. Cause you don't wanna end up in certain situations where you might not make it back from. That's facts. That's facts. A lot of dudes don't make it back after they split. Just losing half their money. A lot of dudes will off themselves. You hear about a lot of dudes having suicides because of that. Because some girl left them and they just hurt themselves over women. So y'all gotta pay attention. Y'all gotta be strong. And know that you can't come out that hole. It's just, you gotta put your focus into something else. Alright, your mind, when you're in that dark tunnel, your mind is racing and you really gotta lock into something to keep your eye on the prize. You feel me? Yeah. But man, you see Russell Wilson, Sierra, he not happy about that. Honestly, you could tell by his face. I mean, she don't really respect him, man. What kind of girl walks outside like that? Girl is a representation of her man. She walks out like that. for everybody to look at her and have all the attention and all eyes on her. She's not really respecting you, and she's disrespecting you in public, and that's one of the highest forms of disrespect. And that should not be taken lightly. Some guys don't know this game and will get played. You know, just like how PJ Washington and the Brittany Renner thing, you know, she played them too. So y'all really need to like listen up, listen to your peers when they're talking, cause some of them might have some good information. Even if you just take it like a grain of salt, keep your eye open to it though. Keep your eye open to it. Gotta be careful out here. We all make mistakes, and the whole thing is that you gotta grow from them. So if you ain't growing, you're slowing yourself down. The whole thing is that you can't be making the same mistakes twice out here. Once you make the mistake, learn from it and grow from it. You will pick the wrong girls, alright? Just don't make too much mistakes in that relationship with them. Be sure that you can come back from it. Don't have a kid too early. Don't be in a rush to have a kid so early. Alright, we're not on a time limit. We're not on a time limit. These girls will force us to have kids with them because they know they're on a time limit. They know that once they hit 30, it's getting kind of dangerous to have a kid now. They're not as healthy as they once were before. So stay locked in, stay ready, keep doing you, keep growing. And I promise you, bruh, these girls will be at the finish line. But if you do find the one that's willing to work with you to the finish line, that's the one you gotta put a ring on it. Cause those type of girls don't really come around, bruh. But I guarantee you these girls will be waiting at the finish line. Look, that's it for your boy. If you made it for this video, if you made it to the end of this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, comment in the comment section, and hit the post notification button too. Alright, follow me on all socials at This Is Lamark on TikTok and Instagram. And hey, be careful how you choose your team. Remember, this is your franchise player that you're gonna build around. Alright, you wanna make sure she a daughter to your mom. You want to make sure she a sister to your sister. You want to make sure she a sister to your brother. You want to make sure she a mother to your son. You want to make sure she a dutiful wife to you. Alright? And you want to make sure she a daughter to your father. You know, she got to check off all those boxes if she want them big rewards. Alright? Let's go. March Madness #2 on the way.